Right. So ideal sourcing mix, it has 2 or 3 dimensions to it. Number one, the age factor, right? How many of them should be below 30? How many should be between 30 and 45? And do you at all want people after 45? Albeit they carry tremendous experience and insight, which you do not get from college books. It's interesting that you brought this up. You must have read in the papers that AirAsia CEO, when he launched his company and he was appointed, excuse me, when he wanted to fill up his top 5 positions, he called these search specialists and he told them, I want head of HR, head of technology, head of marketing, supply chain, PR, the A-level jobs. And then he does this amazing statement saying, and by the way, I want them all under 30. Wow. What a mega shift, what a mega trend. So when he was probed, what do you mean? I mean, these are like heads of functions. You're starting a new airline. Airline's under a bloodbath. Not everybody is doing well. How would you then not give weightage to experience? He said, I want young, sharp minds who can think out of the box, right? It's, if I may use the analogy, the T20 cricket game is wanting, as they say, young legs, right? So today, a lot of businesses are wanting young brains. So a lot of people out of colleges today are doing entrepreneurship. A, out of passion, B, because there's an actual program called Entrepreneurship Management, and C, they have got the funds, they've got the idea, they do not want to be locked in a 10, 12, 14-hour meaningless work. They really want to pursue their passion. In such a thing, how do you define a mix? Whether in terms of age, whether in terms of qualification, whether in terms of sectors that they want to work. So it's not the easiest of the ways to say what is an ideal sourcing mix. Number 2, excuse me, the biological life cycles of company are getting shortened. So many companies are closing. The average tenure of a CEO in the last 5 or 8 years globally is 18 months. In such a way, in such a paradigm, how do you therefore weave a strand of predictability in what we call, or what we've seen in the papers called the VUCA environment? VUCA is volatile, unpredictable or uncertain, complex, ambiguous. So today's business environment is a VUCA business environment. Volatile. I mean, whoever predicted when the dollar was going up to about 90, 70, 80 bucks, there are some financial institutions which actually made a comment in writing in newspapers that it will touch 90 if not 100. But it swung back because nobody is able to predict the trend. Nobody thought some key members of a very successful company would leave in about 2 weeks' time, about 8, 10 of them. What happens to the all sorts of strategy? What happens when a CEO of a company is suddenly asked to leave or he resigns? What happened, especially if he's asked to leave? What happens for all the talent development and the grooming that has gone into developing him for that CEO? So the sourcing mix today, if you would like me to put my hand on say this is it, I would be the most stupid guy because there is so much of complexity, ambiguity in the environment, it sort of keeps on mixing. Suddenly you will see when companies start doing well, there is, oh my gosh, we went for a lot of energy and youngsters, but guess what? We needed the wisdom of an elderly statesman. So suddenly people who are retired or who sort of ex-chairmen of organizations are in demand because they really want to come up and give that sane, sage-like advice just so that businesses run in a consistently successful manner.